All right, to the phone lines we go. Still talking about impeachment. Stephen, welcome to the program. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You said earlier that you disagree with Rush Limbaugh about them wanting to impeach Trump.
No, he says that the House doesn't want impeachment to go to the Senate. I disagree. I think they do want it to go to the Senate.
I don't think they do, and there's actually a reason why.
Okay.
The Democrats are in a trap, because if they impeach him, then the Senate has expanded powers since it's impeachment of a president, and they can put any Democrat under oath, including in the House, which means they can say,
okay,
Pelosi, you're under oath.
I see.
And we are going to subpoena this, which means they could have a lot of dirty laundry come out.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't impeach him, then the far left, the Bernie bros and such, they have a problem with them, because they'll say, you're not doing anything, we're going to go third party. So they are between a rock and a hard place, where if they do impeach him, a lot of their dirty laundry could come out. But if they do impeach him, they're in a trap right now.
Okay, I'll have to look at the Senate's powers of compelling testimony there, because if that's true, you've got a very valid point, and I might have to rethink what I'm saying. So, but I'll have to look and just see. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to double check and verify.
Well, from what I've read, they can actually do. Now, they can't call any citizen up, but they can call anyone in Congress up.
Okay. Yeah, that would be interesting, because obviously you have many individuals who are sitting there in that committee today who don't want any of that to happen. And, of course, they've already been caught lying, but, they certainly don't want it to happen on the Senate side of things. So, yep, there you go.
The only thing they can do at this point is basically just try and drag this impeachment hearing out until the election.
Yeah. Which they're not going to be able to do. Can't drag it out that long. Yeah, not that long. All right, I'll look into it. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. 574-25-95-95-3. That would probably, if you could compel Schiff to testify, and Schiff is obviously going to be in big trouble if he does testify, then okay, I might revise what I had just said in my disagreement with Rush on this. All right, 574-25-95-95-3. That is 2595953. You can also send a text message to 45364. Please put MNC at the beginning of that message. So Gordon Sondland also testified that Trump never personally told him about any preconditions for anything. This is the ambassador to the European Union. Again, Gordon Sondland. He is testifying. He's talking to the Republicans' counsel here. I want you to listen to this audio.
Any preconditions for anything?
No.
Okay, so the president never told you about any preconditions for the aid to be released?
No.
The president never told you about any preconditions for a White House meeting?
Personally, no.
You said you didn't have your records or your documents from the State Department, but if you did, there wouldn't be any document or record that ties President Trump personally to any of this, correct?
Boy, I don't want to speculate what would be
your documents or records.
I don't recall anything like that.
Okay. No. Good heavens. Okay.
Good heavens. Okay. Look, everything that they accuse him of is literally falling apart. I mean, every single avenue, every single thing that they're saying about it, it's just been. You have to understand, Sondland, you had some of the early witnesses here. They were saying that they overheard Sondland, or aides overheard. Aides said that they heard Sondland say that there was investigation preconditions on there, and then those aides came back to individuals, and then what ended up happening is we had Sondland's earlier testimony, which he said that didn't happen. I didn't say any of that. The Ukraine said no, that because Sondland was talking with the ambassador to the Ukraine. And the ambassador to Ukraine said, no, that's not at all what Sondland was saying. And of course, we had Jim Jordan. The first day when I played you that audio, Jim Jordan pointed that out. It's like you're testifying that Sondland said something that you didn't hear anyway and was given to you third hand, and Sondland himself says that he didn't say it. So, that was, I think, right before the point where he goes, and you're supposed to be the star witness? So it really has been a disaster for the Democrats. But hey, there's some out there that think that the White House is going down in flames, and all right, God bless you. Derek, welcome to the program.
Hello, how you doing, Casey?
Doing well. What's up?
I have to make a comment about the previous caller about wanting to go to the Senate.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great for it to go to the Senate. For one thing, the list that the Republicans couldn't get through the House, they'll get that list through the Senate, the people they want to talk to. And it would also tie up all the senators that are running for the presidency in the Democratic Party.
Well, yeah, so the Senate side of things, this is where things do get interesting, because if you are going to be presiding over an impeachment trial, you cannot run for president. So
that's right.
That's where things, yeah. So all of the senators who are running for president have to drop out of the race, essentially. I don't know if there's another avenue for them to get out of it. I don't think that there is, but I'm not an expert on it. So yeah, that's another aspect we haven't talked about.
I like them a lot more now.
Yeah. It might, and you know what? The Democrats, the DNC might be going, this might be a way to get everybody out. Except Elizabeth Warren right now is their girl. So we'll have to see what happens with that.
Oh, I have one more comment about about Burisma, the company that they want to investigate.
Yeah,
I'm shocked how everybody's so scared to tie Hunter Biden with Burisma. What difference does that make? If Burisma is dirty, it shouldn't matter who's working for the company, who he's associated with. If they're dirty, they're dirty. If there's nothing there, if the Biden's done nothing wrong,
right,
by working at that company, the company's clean, then I would want that to be coming out saying, hey, I did nothing wrong. It'll be beneficial.
Well, and
why
even
worry about something if you didn't,
Yeah, and even if the company isn't, because remember, going back to 2014, the Obama administration was targeting the head of Burisma. So they weren't targeting everybody at Burisma. The head of Burisma was the one that they felt was the issue. And so if Hunter Biden was working, for Burisma, especially since he never actually set foot in the Ukraine, it's possible that Hunter Biden didn't do anything illegal anyway. So just because there's somebody at Burisma that might have been a criminal, it doesn't mean Hunter Biden is. So, yeah, it's an interesting thing that they're doing everything they can to keep Hunter away from all of this. And it's more than just political optics.
If the Obama administration and the State Department knew that something might be funny about Burisma, wouldn't it be kind of questionable why the vice president would have his son go over there and work for that company?
Yeah, which is exactly why the press held editorials. They had interviews. They were all talking about Hunter Biden needs to not do this. And then, of course, you had Hunter Biden say that my dad said, I sure hope you know what you're doing, right? That whole thing that gets ignored. So, yeah, it's clear that this was a problem for a lot of people in the State Department, and the media picked up on it. It said it's something that we've been talking about for years that just went away for like a year and then came back now that he's running for president. But, this has always been out there, and for 2 years now he's been accused of something that was inappropriate in both Ukraine and in China. China handed him a ton of diamonds, for crying out loud. And that's not in dispute. He's admitted it. So it's like we're sitting here and we're going, okay, it's a little strange for, a state-run company to walk up to the vice president's son and go, here's a bunch of diamonds, have those. That's very odd.
Yeah, think about it. This company might be dirty, but then you put the son in there. Then when your son's in there, there's a prosecutor going to prosecute the company.
Right.
Your son's in. Then you're going to go there and tell them, if you don't fire this prosecutor who's investigating this company because my son is in there, I'm going to hold $1 billion. That's crazy.
Correct. Yeah, there's a whole bunch wrong with this. Exactly. Hey, Derek, I got to run. I'm on a hard break. Appreciate the call, though. Thank you. All right, we got more coming up. Newstalk 95.3, Michiana's News Channel.